Welcome back to Learning Inkscape, and this time I'm going to show you how to create a fidget spinner icon. We'll start with the ellipse tool, hold Ctrl when you drag it, and if you size it down, always hold Ctrl. I'll press Ctrl D and drag a copy, holding Ctrl to the top, and I'll size it down, holding Shift and Ctrl. I've got the snapping enabled and it snaps right here to the quadrant point of the ellipse. And it does so because I've got this icon active under snapping. I want to size it down further. I go to the top and drag it downwards, and I'll hold Ctrl while I do. It's a good point to start. I select it, then I go to Object and Transform, and I want to use the rotate function up here. Let me use an angle for 120. Click on it again, there's a plus sign, and I drag it to the center of the bigger circle, and it should snap because I've got this icon active under snapping. Now I can apply the rotation, and if I want to create copies, I just have to press Ctrl D in between. Let me get rid of the fill by clicking on the X, and then I hold Shift and click on the black color swatch to give it a stroke. Under Object, Fill and Stroke, Stroke Style, I'll set the width to let me try maybe like 150 millimeters. That's fine for this size. I'll select it all. Then I press Ctrl G to group it. I click on it again and I rotate it holding Ctrl just into this position. I've got the rulers right here and I drag a guide out of there to the center. It should snap. If you don't see your rulers, just press Ctrl R. Now I use the Bezier tool. I click and then I click again, hold and drag. Let me increase the width of the stroke, let's say to 50, then I press Ctrl D to copy it, and the copy snaps right here. So now I want to use the nodes tool. Don't just click, you can see it would only select one node. And now I've got a glitch. Let me solve this so the element is still there. But sometimes Inkscape does weird stuff. Let me set it once again to 50, and you can see it's still there. So I use the nodes tool, and then I drag this box over the center position. Now I've got both selected, and I use the top function here to join them. And now I can use a left click and drag it a little bit upwards to create this curvature. When you resize it, hold Shift and Control, press Ctrl D to copy it. Select them all. Once again, let me use 50 millimeters and I give it a round cap. Or maybe I go even higher. Let's say to 80. That should be fine. I'll select it once more. Then I go to Object, Align and Distribute. And I use this function to distribute them properly. I can now press Ctrl G to group it. I don't need this menu anymore. I only need the transform menu. I'll click on it again. I've got the plus sign, drag it to the center of the big circle. And then once again, Ctrl D and apply a rotation of 120. Let me delete this guide. Now let me do so under Edit. It's much easier. Delete all guides. Select it all, Ctrl G. And again I click on it and I hold Ctrl when I rotate it. If you want to change the color, make sure that you hold Shift and click on the color swatches. It's not a fill, it's a stroke color. And this is how you can create a fidget spinner icon in Inkscape. I hope this video was helpful, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.